Hi everyone, once again I'm Laura Gonzalez. I'm your WRA 320 instructor. I hope you're having a great summer as our course comes to an end. In this video I want to introduce you to Project 6, which is the last project that we'll have in this course. Since this is our last assignment, this project will ask you to combine some of the ideas, conversations, and readings that we've been doing throughout the semester, especially in reference to open source software. As part of your work at Open Source Solutions, you are being asked to write a white paper that analyzes open source software for the purposes of a specific organization's goals. Your job here will be to tailor the knowledge that you've gained about open source software this semester to a specific organization that could potentially benefit from your research. There are many ways to approach writing white papers. You can find a good description at the Purdue OWL side listed here. Essentially, a white paper presents your research to a specific client in a way that is directly related to that organization's objectives and goals. The organization is your audience, and your job as a technical writer is to make your research relevant to them. The Eli Review team, for example, which is the peer review software we often use at MSU, has shared their white paper publicly on the Eli Review site. You can check it out for an excellent example of how a white paper presents research and practice in order to reach a specific audience. The organization that you select as your audience for Project 6 is completely up to you. You can choose a business, nonprofit, or community organization. My recommendation is to choose an organization relevant to your major. For example, Ashley, one of the students in your class, is studying medical writing, so someone with these interests might choose a medical organization to address in this white paper. Once you've decided on the organization you'd like to address as your audience, you can start thinking about the structure of your white paper. Typically, you'll want to increase the readability of your paper by dividing it into sections. Perhaps you can start by providing an overview of what open source software is. You can then provide examples of specific software you reviewed, outline the benefits and risks of this software, and maybe give some specific tips and recommendations for how the organization can implement the software to meet their community's goals. Of course, these are just recommendations for how you could structure your paper. The sections and content are completely up to you and what you think will be useful to the organization you choose. I encourage you to draw as much as you can from your previous projects. Think about how our conversations about openness, privacy, and accessibility can come into play here. Ultimately, I'd like you to write a white paper that addresses the needs of a specific organization based on the research you've done throughout the course. Since this project is a bit lengthier, I'm giving you until Wednesday, July 1st to complete it. That's it. I'm really looking forward to seeing your projects and seeing you pull together all the different things we've been talking about this semester. As always, please feel free to reach out. I'm always available to answer your questions. I also plan to give you back some feedback on your earlier projects by the end of this week so that you know where you stand as we move into our last week of class. Take care.